are we doing? How are we doing? Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. I have to first and foremost apologize for being a whole hour late tonight. I have a great excuse though. I have a great excuse. I'm going to tell you in a second. I need to make sure that I am live and in color. I know that I'm live and in color, but do you hear me? Do you hear me? Is the question I have. I'm a little bit low. A little bit low, but I am here and I am um Hey DJ. Leah is arguing about you on Discord. She is. So join the Discord. It's pinned in the comment below. Period. Madison is here and on time. Maybe you're finally on time because I'm an hour late. Had I been on time, would you have been on time, Madison? I'm not too sure. I'm not entirely sure. Audio is in the acceptable range. That's great. Techno, yes, we have a late stream. So let me tell you why I was late before we do what we got to do tonight. The reason I was late is because my nephew turned 13. I'm going to be sick because the age 13 is around that age where I begin to fight with 13-year-olds in video game lobbies. Like, I've definitely cussed out a 13-year-old boy in a video game before. And now that my nephew has turned 13, I have to reevaluate that behavior of mine. It's kind of upsetting because the 13-year-old boys who attack me, they call me a homo and they call me all these bad words. They deserve a verbal tongue lashing. But now it hits different now that my nephew is 13. Do I really want to cuss out young boys in Valorant or Call of Duty? Do I really want to be that person, that homo that does that? I do. I do want to be that person, but I'm now choosing to not be that person now that my nephew is 13. It's a weird time for me. Very, very weird time. What's up, Chase? What's going on, Chase? How are you? Um, we've got another heavy topic tonight. We've got another heavy. Thanks everyone to for tuning into last night's live stream. It was very rowdy last night. It was very fiery last night. I think I pissed everybody off last night, which to me tells me that I'm doing a very good job. Tonight, I feel like I'm going to continue to piss you guys off. So that's why I think it's great that before we start my rants, we are reading from The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. You know, we're going to try to set the tone with a little bit of positivity before we get into the toxicity of today's rant. So let's get into it. Today's January 25th. Let's go to January 25th. So this is a new thing that we're doing. Where we start off each stream with a passage from the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. I think there's a lot of wisdom in this book. This is my second year. Is it my second year or third year reading this book? I've read this book so many times, but I figured this year I would share some passages with you guys. Okay. So anyway, so let's read January 25th, and then we'll get into my toxic rant for the night. Okay. But for starters, we're going to talk about the only prize. Okay. The only prize. And I'll start with a quote by Marcus Aurelius. What's left to be prized? This, I think, to limit our action or inaction to only what's in keeping with the needs of our own preparation. It's what the exertions of education and teaching are all about. Here is the thing to be prized. If you hold this firmly, you'll stop trying to get yourself all the other things. If you don't, you won't be free, self sufficient, or liberated from passion, but necessarily full of envy, jealousy, and suspicion for any who have the power to take them. And you'll plot against those who do have what you prize. But by having some self respect for your own mind and prizing it, you will please yourself and be in better harmony with your fellow human beings and more in tune with the gods, praising everything they have set in order and allotted you. Marcus Aurelius Meditations. So, as usual, we start off with that quote and then we go into a little bit of commentary by the author. It reads Warren Buffett, whose net worth is approximately 65 billion, lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,000. John Urschel, a lineman for the Baltimore Ravens, you Straggots ought to know who this is, makes millions but manages to live on 25,000 a year. San Antonio Spurs star Kawhi Leonard. Again, you Straggots ought to know who these sports people are. I'm not. I'm a homo. I don't know. I don't, Straggots in the front of the class. Raise your hand if you know. But again, anyway, San Antonio Spurs star Kawhi Leonard gets around in a 1997 Chevy Tahoe he's had since he was a teenager, even with a contract worth some $94 million. Why? It's not because these men are cheap. It's because the things that matter to them are cheap. Neither Buffett nor Herschel or Leonard ended up this way by accident. Their lifestyle is the result of prioritizing. They cultivate interests that are decidedly below their financial means, and as a result, any income would allow them freedom to pursue the things they most care about. It just happens that they became wealthy beyond any expectation. This kind of clarity about what they love most in the world means they can enjoy their lives. It means they'd still be happy even if the markets were to turn or their careers were cut short by injury. The more things we desire and the more we have to do to earn or attain those achievements, the less we actually enjoy our lives. And the less free we are. Something to think about. Duke, why do you have to make so much fucking noise while I'm reading? Excuse him. The shit I deal with. So that's the passage of today. And I think it's really interesting. In short, it's all about living beneath your means and not making it so that a lot of superficial needs are required of you, because when you require a lot of superficial needs, like a big house or in my case, an Hermes bag, it means that you have to suffer a bit more, right? Because, superficiality costs money and time. And I think that's what they're getting at. It's like, you know, live on less than what you make, right? And find happiness in that space, right? Because you really can find security there. And I'm very happy because when I read that passage, I think about how easy I am to please and how I live a relatively stress free life. I don't have gray hair. I did have gray hair at once when I was really stressed out over some business dealings that fell through. But I don't live a very stressful life. It comes in waves. Sometimes I'm stressed out, sometimes I'm not. The things I worry about the most are, carts in the parking lot of Sam's Club. People going down the wrong way at the Sam's Club gas station. I'm not really worried about too much. As much as I bitch about political things on the internet, do I really care that deeply on a day to day basis? I don't. I don't. And I think the reason why is because I really try to focus on the things that I can control. The things that I can control, those are the worthy things to stress out about. I mean, I will bitch and call everybody in the chat a cunt about Epstein, but I can't do shit about Epstein. Cho can't move or pull any levers about Epstein. It's not stressing me out. You know what I mean? So, any thoughts on the passage? Daniel says, I love Daily Stoic. I read it every day and a few of the same pages as well every morning. Stopped in to drop a like and hope y'all stay safe. Keep thugging, bro. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that. Hey, Luke. Hey, girl. What's going on? Kawhi Leonard also took 20 million from Clippers owner Steve Ballmer under the table to subvert the salary cap. Ooh, not you clocking it, Ben. Listen, that's why I love the Straggets in here. I love my Straggett community. Guys, I really am going to come up with a hat that says I love Straggets. I am. That's going to be one of the first merch items that I come up with. Spoiler alert. I heart Straggets. I do. I love the straight guys. I love my straight friends. You guys have been so supportive of me on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. Um, and random sports tea like this. Um, hey, complicated, what's going on? Hey, Easton Evo, do you like Blumpkins? I don't know what a Blumpkin is. Hey, Bucci Mane, what's going on? Hey, Pittman. Wasn't Ice retard? Sam's Club sells Blumpkins. I'll have to look that up. Can I take your cheeks? What's interesting about my cheeks? Are you a cannibal? What do you mean take my cheeks? What do you mean take my cheeks? Duke! Duke! Stop making so much noise. You making I can hear you through my noise cancellation headphones. If I can hear you, then I know they can hear you. Um any other reactions or should I get right into tonight's rant? Y'all are here for the rant, aren't you? Y'all are here for the let me pour some tea first. Because I do have tea. It's echinacea. I love tea. I love tea so much. This is an herbal blend. I've already been a little bit hyped tonight because of my nephew's birthday and just, socializing and whatnot. So I want something to keep me calm, especially because I'm getting ready to tear into ice tonight. So, um, I'm looking thick, not thick. Hmm. Um, Rant baby and to watch my beautiful baby doll Chocha, not Chocha. Hey, Mister. Hey, Rob Spear. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into tonight's rant. Let me let the girls know that I'm live first on Discord. I'll let the girls know that I'm live. I'll let the girls know that I'm live. I'm here. Hello, 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 hello. Um, so I'm sure everyone has heard about the recent incident with ICE. And I'm sure that those who are regular subscribers and viewers of mine have also um, seen me countless times defend um, the right for ICE to conduct their business. I have made it I've made it no secret that I support the initiative of ICE to remove illegal aliens from our country. That has not changed, nor will that ever change. However, what I always will do is call out wrong and evil when I see it because I've got a nice pair of eyes. Actually, I got two pairs of eyes, one here and one there, 20/20 vision. And I see what I see. And what I saw today from various angles was an otherwise innocent man being murdered unnecessarily so. Now, unlike the Renee Good situation, I find this murder to be completely unjustifiable. And I'm going to tell you why. I'll get into why. I think every agent, well, no, not every agent, but at least two agents, I think two agents ought to be incarcerated from this murder. They ought to lose their jobs and be incarcerated. Now, will that happen? No, because Trump loves a criminal. Trump loves a criminal who's on his side. Listen, he is one himself. So that won't happen, but I'm just telling you what I would like to see if in an idealized world, if Kim Jong Un, um, if Kim Jong Cho was the supreme ruler of the world, which I should be, like what the fuck's going on, then they would be sent to the gallows immediately because we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But again, I'm usually ice ice baby. I'm usually get these criminals out of here. I'm usually get these rapists out of here. I hate to give these Looney Tune leftists any wiggle room for political gain. I hate it. I really hate to do it. But again, I call out bad behavior on all sides when I see it. And there is no way I can justify what happened today. I can't do it. Um, so let me take you through what happened based on my limited knowledge of what happened today. First of all, you have um, Looney Tune leftists continuing to obstruct, block, agitate, in general, be jobless, exhibit jobless behavior. This is what they do. They exhibit jobless behavior. Um, they love criminals. They love criminals. I mean, we just got done talking about the 5-year old kidnapping hoax. That was a complete and utter hoax. While they're crying about that, that hoax has reinvigorated them, right? Because they feed off the lies and manipulations that they brew, right? And so it's just another day in Minneapolis, another day in DC, another day in these, big, horrible cities, right? So we're protesting, obstructing justice, breaking the law, whatever. And for whatever reason, based on the video, they pepper sprayed some woman. Some fucking Karen got pepper sprayed, right? She probably deserved it. But then you have this other guy, the nurse. He's apparently, allegedly, I may be getting some facts wrong. I think he's a nurse, some background wrong. He's a nurse. He goes in, he wants to be Captain Save a Ho because some Karen just got maced because she's not minding her own fucking business. So she just got maced. She's down to the ground. He goes in to help her, right? He goes in to help her. As he goes in to help her, I guess the animal ICE agents are like, no, you can't help her. Why are you helping that bitch out? Why are you helping that cunt out? And so they begin to barrage him. They begin to, for lack of a better word, assault this man. Perhaps they were attempting to detain him. Now, in my humble opinion, this is just my opinion, if I am so terrified of ICE agents, I think they're the devil incarnate. They are violent, they are animals, they have rabies, they are frothing at the mouth to kill innocent people. I don't think I would engage with them. especially physically, especially while having a gun. I don't listen. If you're of that perspective, I don't think I would want to engage with them. Call me crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe my self survival instincts are just tweaked a little bit too far to the right of self-preservation. I don't know. But anyway, this nurse doesn't have that instinct, that survival instinct, which is why he's dead now. He doesn't have that. So he begins to struggle against them detaining him and this woman. So a scrap breaks out, right? He's packing heat. He's packing heat. Not that that's really an issue at this point, but it's gonna become an issue. Just wait. Just you wait. So they're tussling, they're twirling, they're fighting, he's resisting, he's not gonna be detained easily. At one particular point, and this is like a 5v1, by the way. It always amazes me how many people it takes to take a criminal down. Usually, when it takes this many people and that long for an engagement to end, it's a sign of incompetence. It's a 5v1. I'm a gamer. So if you are losing a 5v1 or if you're even struggling in a 5v1, there's problems here. There's problems here because it really only takes you grabbing an arm, another person grabbing an arm, one person grabbing a foot, another person grabbing a foot. That only takes four people. You had five motherfuckers on this one man. Okay. Now at one point, and I wish this was a Horrors Up the Stream because I could show you. At one point, there's an officer in the gray who notices that the nurse is packing heat, right? So he grabs the gun. Now, this is where things take a turn. Okay. You would think that once he grabbed the gun, he would communicate to his fellow officers that he was disarmed of his weapons. That didn't happen. More gray area happens here. And this is where the greatest amount of gray area is going to exist, I'll be honest. Even though I'm going to come hard against ICE, there is some gray area to this. I just happen to disagree with it, but walk with me. So they've removed the gun from this guy, right? They've removed the gun. Allegedly, perhaps, potentially, the detainee goes to reach for his gun. And as he does so, which that has not been confirmed, by the way, that's just me speculating. Okay. He goes to reach for the gun that is not there. How he's able to reach for the gun when it's a 5v1, it still bewilders me. It still bewilders me. I don't know. But when it seemed like he reached, they opened fire. Multiple gunshots. Dead on scene. Now, at this point, it's one of two things. Either these ICE agents are murderous, bloodthirsty, demonic animals, or they're woefully incompetent. And I actually don't know which is worse. Don't know which is worse. But regardless of which category you want to put them in, because it's one or the other. It's one or the other. Regardless of what category you want to put them in, this death is entirely their fault. It's entirely their fault. With Renee Good, girl, you hit an officer with their vehicle. You hit an officer with your vehicle. Like, sorry you made that decision and you got a reaction. Sorry. Um, in this case, they're 100% dead fucking wrong. And there's no which way to twist this. How is it that you disarm a suspect and then you immediately kill an unarmed suspect? What? There's no communication? You mean to tell me that all these operations are chaotic? What it's really giving me, really honestly, like I originally thought, is that these ICE agents are high school dropouts. They're incompetent. They're as dumb as a bag of fucking bricks. That's what it's really giving. I need Trump to put in the people who captured Nicolas Maduro. Where are those people at? Where are the experts at? Where are the experts at? I need you guys to put those people on ice. How is it that you can go into a whole other ass country, capture a president and his baby mama? You captured a dictator of another country and his baby mama without a single drop of blood on your hands. In and out, done. How is it that you can do all that, yet you are putting in people with smooth brains in these ICE operations? Trump, you putting the wrong team in. You need at this point you're getting the bad people. Listen, I want to listen. I'm on your side when it comes to illegal immigration. I'm on your side. I voted for you because I wanted you to get these motherfuckers out of here. But this is bad PR. This is you've got to put the A team in. You've got to put the A team in because these rejects, these C average students that you're getting from off the streets of Kentucky, I I need you to do better, Trump. This is bad PR. You got people who are emotional. You got people who've been run over and dragged back. Give that motherfucker a desk job. Why is he back on? In the field, getting run over again. You've got to put in your best. Trump is not sending his best. What is going on? Is the 50K bonus? See, and I heard, and listen, and I heard the 50K bonuses that you're giving to ICE is a scam. That's what I heard. That's what the streets are telling me. The streets are telling me that that's a scam. That the girls are not really receiving their coins for joining ICE. The girls are not seeing the bonuses. So this is what I'm saying. You always trying to cut corners, Trump. You always trying to cut corners. Pay the people what you fucking owe them. But that's a story for another day. Talking about the 50K bonuses, because I did some investigating on that. The girls were not getting their bonuses. So you're picking up homeless people off the streets, see average students, high school dropouts. You put them in ICE. They're probably racist on the down low. Probably has some. They probably don't have fathers, so they have anger in their hearts, right? They don't have any fathers, so they're broken people. So you got these C average fatherless people in ICE who are pissed off because they haven't gotten their 50K bonus. So now they're getting spit at. They got blue hair Karens assaulting them, obstructing their business, and so pent up anger. What do you think is gonna fucking happen? Trump, you're not sending your best, and because your presidency has been a total shit show the last several months, it's been a total shit show. This is the one issue where you're strong at. And getting this horrible PR by having complete idiots out in the field is doing nobody favors because the American people are united in wanting illegal immigrants out of here, specifically criminal illegal aliens. I mean, they're all criminals technically, but we're tired of our citizens being raped and killed and murdered and accosted and terrorized by people who shouldn't be here. Fuck. We are tired of Americans doing all of the above, let alone having people come from out of the country to do it to us. Enough is a fucking enough. And so the first thing I need this fucking administration to do is to get body cams because the one thing that beat BLM, the hoax that was BLM, was body cams. Black people, black leftists have been crying and whining for body cams, Put the body cams on, then the truth will be shown. Motherfucker, the body cams are here, and what it's showing is that a lot of you cunts have been lying and propagating hoaxes for political gain. That's what the body cam shown. Body cams killed BLM. Quiet as it's kept, the invention of body cams is what did it. I need ICE to invest in some body cams. If you guys are not really truly the animals that people are painting you guys out to be, and now you're behaving like, I need the body cams to drop. One of the body cams dropping. One of the body cams dropping. If you're just going in to take care of illegal aliens, where's the body cams? But we all know that these detention centers are just money laundering centers, right? Yeah, they're putting the bad guys away, but also they don't really care if they get some citizens in the mix. They don't care if they get some people who are rightfully to be here. They don't care. It's still a dollar. It's still a coin. It's still a coin. The detention centers get paid regardless. So this is all bad PR, and I hate it for us. I hate it for us so much because removing, criminal illegals is something that is a net positive for America. But when you operate this goal in this way, people are going to fall out of love with the idea of you handling the matter if you can't fucking handle it. If you're killing innocent people. So I mean, fuck, what can I say? But before I go, I did want to read the bullshit. What pissed me off the most is the lies. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read what Homeland Security and that fucking puppy killing cunt Christy Nome said. Let me tell you what they said. Cause I get pissed off when politicians and political actors they piss in your mouth and tell you, "Oh, it's just raining. It's just drizzling." I hate to be gaslit. Like I said before, I have two pairs of eyes, 20/20 vision. I see what the fuck I see. I've seen all the angles of the video. And what they said in this tweet is massive cope. I'm reading. Let me just read it. At 9:05 a.m., as DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien wanted for violent assault, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. Seen here. Lie. Lie. Outright lie. That is a lie. Full stop. And I'm surprised it's still up 12 hours later on Twitter. I'm so shocked that people on both sides feel so brazen to just lie to people. And like I keep saying, because I have to keep reminding people, why do people lie? Ask yourself this right now. Can anybody in the chat tell me, why do people lie? You don't know? Why do people lie? Give me one reason why someone would lie. I'll tell you, to cover something up. People lie to cover something up. I'm not talking about the reasons why they're covering something up or lying, but the reason to lie is to cover something up that you don't want to be revealed. This is fucking common sense. I shouldn't have to explain why lying is bad or the implications of lying. But when they say that an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi automatic handgun, that is a lie. How do I know that's a lie? Because I've seen all the video angles. Now, it's a sleight of hand. It's manipulative in nature because this is what they're going to say. They're going to say, well, he had a gun on his body. But officers didn't know that until they tried to detain him. This reads as though he was waving around a gun, talking about, hey, bros, da-da-da. I almost said the N word, but hey, da-da-da-da, with the, like, he didn't do all that. He didn't do all that. Let me keep reading. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. I can, I can probably maybe agree with that. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Um, Fearing for his life. Okay, no, actually, no. Let me go back. I'm getting pissed off all over again. I'm getting pissed off all over again. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect. That's a lie. The officers attempted to detain him. See, this whole tweet is just full of Machiavellian lies, distortions, and manipulations. They did not try to disarm the suspect. They tried to detain him. The timeline is important, y'all. If you watch the video and you read this tweet, it makes no sense. It makes zero sense. No, the officers attempted to detain him. It wasn't until, this is me speaking, it wasn't until an officer noticed the gun that they attempted to remove the gun. And it was quite easy for him to do so when he noticed the gun. He went in, took it, and it was that simple. Let me keep reading. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics on scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject but was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 magazines and no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. Incredible. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But this y'all man Trump though, this y'all baby daddy Trump, lying through their fucking teeth. It's incredible. Watch the video and read this tweet. And please don't give me no cope. Please remove Trump's dick out of your mouth. The slobber, I can see the slobber drooling now. The slobber is coming out now. Stop doing that. It's unbecoming of you. It's very unattractive. It minuses -5 points from your beauty attribute scale. Stop doing that. Um, wow. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Reading this, if you read the tweet and you don't watch the video, when you read the tweet and you don't watch the video, you have a much different picture of what happened. Nowhere in here do they say that they disarmed him before he was shot. They don't say that anywhere. Why is that? Interesting. So, you know, you guys know I always keep it real here. I'm sorry for all the Trump dick suckers out there. You wouldn't defend this bullshit, defend it. But you're objectively a bad person. And that's okay. There's a lot of bad people out there. And I still love you and I still enjoy your company. But you're a bad person for defending this. And that's okay. Life goes on. It's water off the duck's back for me anyway. Whatever. Most of my friends are leftists. So, I mean, I'm used to it. Well, fine. Whatever. Um, but anyway, that's what I wanted to rant about tonight, y'all. I hate it. I hate that ICE fucked up really bad this time. I hate it because they're indefensible. Indefensible. And I know some of you out there are going to say, but he reached for the gun. They didn't know he didn't have the gun. They didn't know he didn't have the gun. They just thought he reached for the gun. You fucking retarded ass. Like, I know that's what people are going to say, and sure, you can make that argument. But all that does is confirm to me how woefully incompetent they are. So which one is it? Which one is it? Is ICE woefully incompetent and not fit to do the job? Or are they cold-blooded murderers? Which one is it? Because it's one or the other. Pick one. For all you Trump dick suckers out there, pick one. Um, and in both cases, they ought to be tried and sent to jail. But again, we know Trump loves a criminal, honey. He loves a criminal, honey. So that we won't see that. Um, so let's read comments. Um, let's read comments and I'll respond. And yeah, I'm not really gonna go backwards. I'll go backwards a little bit. Oh my God, Sticks in Charge was here. Oh my God, I love him. Um, Thanks for stopping by. Democrats have tried to destroy America for the years. That's true. Apparently, Republicans and Dems signed on for an ICE funding bill that should cover body cams, but the ICE agents won't wear them because they're a bunch of toddlers. Oh, what's worse than that? No, Ben, don't be benevolent. It's toddlers. No, stop. Don't even give them any amount of grace. The idea that law enforcement wouldn't want to wear body cams is a major red flag of future injustice or intent to be unjust. Flat out. Flat out. What is the saying about, you know, people who do bad things knowing they can't be caught, they're bad people? Well, that's why they don't want body cams. That's I didn't hear I don't know if that's true or not, Ben. I mean, you're telling me that, so I'll just take your word for it. But that's pretty deplorable if they're choosing to not wear body cams, even though there's funding for them to have body cams. They would have a lot less issues if they wore body cams. But again, it goes back to my conspiracy theory that these are privatized detention centers being used to wash money for Trump's dick sucking friends and corporations. Um, Your glasses hitting that Michael Jackson lane. I don't know what that means. Power just went out. Trees dropping all around my cabin. Oh, sorry, puppet. Stay safe. All politicians are actors. BlackRock writes the script. Well, you know what? Not to change the subject, but Trump did do a good thing recently. He's allegedly trying to get the girls to not be able to buy um single home properties, single family properties. Allegedly, we'll see how that goes. I doubt that will happen, but we'll see. Um, one lie has the power to tarnish 1,000 truths. I agree. And that's what I mean. It's like ICE has done a lot of good with removing illegal aliens out of this country and criminal violent offenders out of this country. But when they fuck up intentionally or otherwise, when they fuck up intentionally or otherwise, it just takes away from the good work that they're doing, right? So it's just really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that this is where we are, because it gives the left a lot more political power and a lot more political leverage, especially going into the midterms, which Republicans are going to lose big time. I'm not voting for him. Well, I'm voting for Vivek Ramaswamy. I am. 'Cause I love Vivek. Um, he's kind of a snake, but he's the best we got, honey. Anyway, um, but outside of that, I don't wish them well at all. I wish them harm, Republicans, right now, because I hate them. Um, Someone chat G. TP'd a tweet making me an announcement that make us innocent. I mean, literally, literally, DJ. That's literally what they did. It's actually kind of disgusting. Um, hey, sir, what's going on, sir? United we stand, divided we fall. Do you think it's a coincidence the government continues to create division amongst people? Well, listen, first of all this shit's happening because they don't want us to get close to the Epstein files and the demonic, pedophilic, Israel coded situation going on with that. So, I mean, you know, whatever. Cho, did you start the stream late? I did. The one thing that I know, the guy who disarmed him and ran away appears to have shot the ground right after taking it. I sadly can't blame the other agents for shooting because of the dumbass who shot. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that actually. So he grabbed the gun and the gun discharged, which created a obviously an impulse mechanism to like for them to react. That makes sense. But again, listen, even if these were all mistakes, and I'm trying to be as gracious as I can as a supporter of ICE, even if all of these were mistakes, all it proves is how woefully incompetent they are. They're not fit for the job. They're not fit for the job. Sorry, that's the truth. That is the truth. And you can't change your mind there because it's either one or the other. But Ben says it's both. Ben said these motherfuckers are both. They're dumb and demonic. That's what Ben says. Hey Joe, can you give advice what to do if ICE agent would approach and started demanding documents? What would you suggest to do? Give them documents. Give them documents. What else would you do? And I just I want to remind everyone why we are here. Can I let you guys in on the secret to why we are in the environment we are where ICE is trying to seek illegals? It's because for the last 40 years, we've been allowing our own government has been allowing illegals into this country to serve as slave labor to displace American workers and to line the pockets of corporations. This is the first administration that is serious about reducing border crossings and making life a living hell for illegals, which sends a message to those across the border that you may want to think twice before you cross it. So it's only natural that we are getting lunatics that are fighting against our nation's right to a border, our nation's sovereignty as it relates to a border. It's only natural. It's been 40 fucking years of this bullshit. Of course people are going to be violently against it. They know nothing different. And there are so many powerful people with levers who are against this. So I want to remind you guys that the reason we are here is because of Democrats, both Democrats and Republicans, because this is an issue that's been going on for a long time. And this has been an issue that could have been solved by both parties for a long time. We are here because establishment politicians on both sides of the aisle have allowed Americans to be displaced in their own fucking country. And now you have the bleeding heart liberals and the people with toxic empathy fighting against it, obstructing ICE agents. This is why we are here. Now, again, there's other incentives at play. Money. You know, every detainee that walks through Alligator Alcatraz That's a paycheck for somebody. That's a new yacht for somebody down in Miami Beach, where I want to be. But again, um, ICE didn't start this for no reason. There are serious problems with illegal immigration, from top to bottom. From top to bottom, there's lots of issues ranging from crime, ranging from government resources that can't be given to other people, housing issues, really fighting for resources, labor issues. Now we've got people who are being displaced out of jobs, specifically blue collar workers, Americans that are lower educated, can't find jobs because they're being competed with by slaves, basically. I mean, it's a major issue from top to bottom, but people are emotional. And when ICE behaves in the way that they behave today, it makes it harder for justice for Americans to be followed through on, and it's unfortunate. Um, Protesters need to stop agitating. I agree. It sucks they screwed up, but they're human. Yeah, sure. But that's a pretty big screw up. Pretty big screw up. Hey, Merhead, billions in fraud. Two things can be correct. Does Trump wear diapers? Allegedly, allegedly, I've heard some tea about Mr. Trump. I'm not going to share it on here, not yet. Keep supporting the political party that's stealing all your tax money. ICE is probably smoking the ice. Bro was carrying an SIG sword in 2026. Can we at least admit that is wild? Yes, we can, Chase. We can. We can admit that, Chase. No, 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 we can admit that. That is kind of wild. But listen, I believe in the Second Amendment. Now, it is funny that all of a sudden, these fucking liberals are all of a sudden Second Amendment rights activists now. It's like that was the funniest thing today. That was the funniest thing about today that I noticed was like all the Democrats talking about Second Amendment rights. I'm thinking, what? 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 I'm thinking, since when did Democrats care about everyone's Second Amendment rights? Y'all don't believe in Second Amendment rights. Y'all have been trying to take everyone's rights to bear arms away forever. Us libertarians and conservatives have been telling you that the people need to be armed in case of tyrannical governments. And now, in your eyes, we have a tyrannical government and they're targeting you, allegedly. And now, all of a sudden, you think it's okay to just carry around guns. This coming from the same people who believe that every zone in the world should be a gun-free zone. What? I thought that was very cute. I thought that was really cute. I was like, I was like, second, people are what? They're bringing up Second Amendment. What? Couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it. That was funny. That was so funny. Um, that was that was funny. Um, anyway, but yeah, Chase. I mean, he was packing. He was definitely packing. Um, uh, what's a kazoo? I heard the body cam thing was from some presser with Klobuchar and others after today's murder. Okay. Trump wants a civil war. I don't know about that. Democrats want illegals here and support them. I guess Democrats still want slavery. They do. Can you give an example of displaced Americans? Yeah. Ask your friend from high school if he can get a job at a factory. Ask your friend who dropped out of high school if he can get a job at a factory right now. Ask anyone. Ask black people. Do you have any black friends? Ask your black friends that are uneducated how they've been doing getting a job. Illegal aliens have traumatized low income, low educated males in America from blue collar work. That's undeniable. So yeah, there's many examples of displaced Americans because they're struggling to get jobs because they're competing with illegals. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no policy on immigration extreme enough to disincentivize corporatists and billionaires from trying to find labor as cheap as possible. Ben, that's fine and dandy. It's okay. It's not wrong for corporations to try to find labor as cheap as possible, but what they can't do is fucking illegal shit. It's illegal to hire illegal aliens. I know this because I employ people and I make everyone sign an I-9 form. It's illegal. So what we can do is we can enforce the laws that are already on the books. Um, we need to shut some of these businesses down. And to be honest, it's like, yeah, we actually do need more severe punishments. And I don't mean fines, I mean shutting corporations down. I don't mean fining them a few million bucks. I mean shutting them down. It's quite literally treason, in my opinion. It's quite literally treason. So, yeah, I think we can get a little bit more extreme with justice as it relates to protecting Americans. Um, that point should mesh well with an anti-prison industry stance. Leah's always arguing on the Discord and everywhere else. Got to defend the worldview when you know you're right. I know that's right, Leah. Hey, Leah. Hey, Lisa Hall. Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah, now they want guns, and don't forget they're going to start a civil war with the conservatives. Good luck. Good luck to my liberal friends, girl. They don't want the smoke. There are a bunch of hillbillies are clamoring. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, the girls don't really want the smoke like that. Listen, they need to just go, they need to mind their business and drink their kombucha, honey. Mind your business and drink your kombucha. Because hillbillies are waiting. They are waiting. They are just waiting for the excuse. Give them a reason. Give them a reason. Girl, stop. Wait, I'm a Nazi. Wait, not the uneducated black friends. Wait. I didn't mean it like I didn't mean it like that. Don't clip that. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talk to talk to your uneducated black friends. You ain't beating the Nazi rumors tonight. I'm not ever gonna beat them, apparently. Shout out to the uneducated black friends. There are countless ways for illegals to obtain papers via stolen identity. Yeah, yeah. That would make the second crime they've done. The first is crossing the border. The second is committing fraud. Um. Oh my God, YouTube is censoring hard tonight. Jude, two of my comments. Queen Mod, how dareth you? I know that's right. Um. What a mess. What a mess. Guys, I'm actually going to end the stream. It has been 60 minutes and I'm going through a little bit of like strife. Um, well, not really. Not really. But I did have a hit and run. Oh my god, I haven't even complained about this on the internet yet. I haven't complained about this on the internet. I was too busy today. So the big thing that happened today, let me tell you real quick. Never mind. It'll be another hour before I log off. Okay, so I don't know if you guys watched my latest short, but the biggest thing that happened to me today, not that I care about all this ice shit going on, but the real thing that bothered me, the real thing that perturbed me, was my issue with my tailor. So I bought this new suit. I bought a new navy suit. Okay, every man needs a good navy suit. First of all, okay, if you don't have a navy suit, wait, let me fuck me. Let me just put this up. If you don't have a navy suit, you need one. Every man needs a classic navy suit. Now, I do squats. I do prisoner squats. I do curtsy lunges. I do explosive squats. I do all types of squats. I'm a squatter. And so I've grown a pretty fat ass. I have a fat ass. I have a nice ass. I do. I do. But the thing about having a nice ass now is that my pants don't fit the way they need to fit anymore. Okay? So my blue suit that I've had for years and years and years and years and years, it doesn't fit. It's uncomfortable. Like it fits, but it doesn't fit. It's uncomfortable, right? I'm busting out of the pants like a can of biscuits. You know the can of biscuits you get from Pillsbury Doughboy. You know when you twist them and it bursts open. I'm like a millisecond away from bursting open out of my pants. So anyway, I went to this consignment shop. It's really nice. It's in like the, a hippie liberal part of town, really cute part of town. Really great shopping, all that good jazz. And I got a really nice suit for like $140. Now, you know anything about buying suits, then you know that shit's a fucking expensive. I got a really nice Express suit. Now, Express is not the end all be all of suits, but when it comes to suits off the rack, they go for about $400. Off the rack Express, it's not the highest quality suit ever. Don't get me wrong, they're not. Like a nice quality suit is going to be about $1,000, right? For the highest quality. Okay. But I don't have the coins like that. I'm broke these days. So my budget's like $150. When I saw that I could get an Express suit, which is a $400 suit for $140, I said I've got to have it. So I tried the suit on, whatever. It's fine. Great experience. I'll go there again. But the pants were a little bit long on me. Now I know that a lot of you guys, a lot of you young guys out there, you want to wear your pants a little bit higher. To me, I'm black, so we call that high water. I don't wear high water pants. I don't do high water pants. But a lot of you straggots out there are wearing the high water pants and you're wearing tacky socks. You're wearing the colorful socks. You're wearing the patterned socks. The shit's tacky, y'all. You don't need to have high water pants with to show off your tacky socks. Nobody, you shouldn't be showcasing your personality at your fucking feet like that. When you meet somebody, you don't want anyone looking down at your fucking socks. Stop. Stop. So anyway, long story short, I'm trying to keep this story short. So I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna buy the suit, but I want to take the pants down. So he tells me, well, there's a tailor right down the street. Here's her card. So I take the card. I'm like, okay, this is great. Community building, businesses supporting businesses. I love that. Small businesses. This is my fucking jam. I love I love capitalism. I love it. This is capitalism at its finest, right? So I'm like, okay, this is great. Okay, cute, 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 cute. So I get the card. He sends it down to the lady. It's some little Thai lady, some little Asian lady. Okay, I love Asians. I'm like, this is cute. She can barely speak English. Great, right on my alley. So she takes care of me. It's fine. I'm like, okay, it's fine. She gets me out of there, whatever. So the next week, she was like, it's gonna be a week. I'm like, okay, fine. I thought at first a week to just like unlengthen the pants. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you booked and busy like that? Whatever. So the next week comes around. I go in to pick up my pair of pants. Mind you, this tailor is really far away from my home. I'm not gonna tell you where I live, but I live kind of like I live in the city. I live in the. I'm not. Listen, I wish I was in New Albany, Ohio, in the suburbs where I was before I met my partner, in comfort and peace with no crime. Uh, that's another story. But I live in the city now in a big old house, a big old mansion, as the girls say, 3,000 square feet, $300 million. Um, but I live in a big house in the city. But this place is a little bit far. So for me to go out of my way on a Monday to go pick up my suit, it's like it's intentional. I'm not just in the fucking neighborhood. Like I had, like I'm intending to go there and pick my shit up. So I go there and I get to the door. They're fucking closed. There's a sign on the door talking about their closed. Call this number with emergencies or pickups or concerns. I call the number. There's no signal. There's no signal. So then it says, oh, you can also text. I text a number. And where's my phone? Oh, this is my phone. I'm using my phone. I forget the message I got back, but apparently it was just the wrong fucking number. It was the wrong fucking number. So you know what? My benevolence knows no bounds. I say, you know what, chum? It's fine. You go pick up a matcha latte down the street because the liberals, they know how to make coffee. They know how to have a coffee shop. So you go to the liberal coffee shop, get a matcha latte, everything's fine. And everything was fine. Everything was fine. Completely forgot. I completely forgot about the whole Monday thing. They were closed, but I'm like, I'll just come back next Monday. Whatever, fine. Matcha solves everything for me, by the way. Matcha solves everything for me. So anyway, I'm getting to the point of the story. Believe me, this is a short story. Short story. So then Monday happens, which was when was it? No, today. No, that was Monday. It's Saturday. Today's Saturday. So Saturday comes around. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to wait till Monday to pick up next Monday. It's so sad. It's not even next Monday. This happened earlier this Monday. So Saturday rolls around today, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even fucking want to wait until Monday. Let me call this bitch right now and see if she's open. So I call her on the phone. Ni hao, whatever. Ni hao, and then, okay, are you open? She's like, yes. I'm like, how long are you gonna be open? Because it's like, because bitch, you're not gonna get me, not again. You're not gonna get me again. So I asked her, well, how long are you open? She's like, oh, I'm open till 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, all right, all right, all right. So I'll be right there. So I told the cunt, I'll be right there. Okay. So I get in the car. I drive all the way over to this place, this little store, whatever. I get in there. She's like, hello. She's like kind of confused. She didn't know who I was. Fine. I'm like, whatever. I'm not that important, I know, but like, damn. I'm telling her about my order. I'm the guy that ordered the suit to get lengthened, not this past Monday, but the previous Monday, and I'm here to pick it up. And I just called. Da da da. How are you? It's cold outside, right? Because Midwest, you gotta just us Midwesterners, we just make conversation out of anything to be nice. I'm like, what about that weather, right? So he tee he, fine. So she's like, okay, I'll get your order. So she goes back, and it's been like a minute. She's like going back and forth. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden she like starts to like really start moving quickly, and she's like kind of like forcefully looking like through all the laundry. And then she starts asking me, well, so what did you order? And like I'm thinking to myself, like, bitch, I gave you the ticket. You saw what I ordered, and I just told you what I ordered. So I told her again what I ordered. I had a suit. It was a navy blue suit, very nice suit, express men suit, $400 suit. Got it for 140. I only needed it to be lengthened. There's no pinstripes. It's just plain, classic, professional, business suit, navy. And she's like, okay, fine, I'll go look. So she goes back to look. I'm thinking, well, what the fuck is going on? Did she lose my shit? Right? Did she lose it? So I immediately start texting my partner because, of course, he's like my everything. I'm like, I'm on edge a little bit. You know, I'm already feeling a little bit like, okay, this is weird that like she's panicked, doesn't know what's going on. She's asking me. So she goes back, she comes back, she's like, well, I don't know where it is. And I was like, I, and she's like, I'll go check in the bag. So I'm like, what? So now I'm like, I'm in full blown panic and I'm teetering. At this point, I'm teetering from cussing her out or just walking out. It's like one or the other is about to happen at the drop of a dime. I'm texting my partner. I'm telling him, darling, I'm about to lose my shit because I don't have $140 in cash. Oh my god, my glasses are like really crooked. What is going on? Is that what that guy was talking about? My Michael Jackson glasses leaning? It's been like that off. Has it been like that off stream? Anyway, so like I'm like really like I'm like about to cuss this little Asian lady out because I don't have the cash right now. I am in such a like negative cash flow right now that like I didn't have $140 for you to just fucking lose it. So I'm like getting ready to lose my shit. And then all of a sudden she looks at me, she's like, help me look. And I was like, so I thought to myself, okay, you have one or two options. Either you can look for your own shit, or you can cuss for the fuck out and never get your shit. But I really need that suit. I really need that suit. Like I really need that suit. So for obvious reasons that I won't say here, but I need that fucking suit. So I started searching for my suit in her fucking store. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. I'm going through everybody's laundry at this point. I'm going through everybody's laundry. I could not believe that this is what I'm being subjected to on my Wednesday afternoon. I could not believe it. Eventually, I found it. I found it was like needle in a haystack. I felt like I was on like Survivor or Big Brother or like The Amazing Race. I thought I was like on a like competition reality TV show where I'm like in the middle of a challenge, and I'm like furiously looking for some like looking for the next clue to make it to the next pit stop. I found it, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I found it!" But the idea that I had to go through all that shit to find my suit was ridiculous. So then the cunt, she doesn't say sorry. She doesn't say anything like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, I missed it. Ni hao. Like, she didn't say any of that shit. She just charged me $16. So you know what? Normally, I would have also tried the suit on right then and there. But when I tell you guys, I had to remove myself from that space because I felt myself getting out of character. So listen, guys, in real life, I'm very diplomatic. I'm very smooth. I have great relationships. I don't really cuss in real life. I really don't. I don't really cuss I don't say the F word in public. I don't say it around people. Like I'm a very like professional, calm, cool, collected type of guy. I'm kind of dramatic and reactive, but not in like a nuisance type of way. Like I'm very respectful of people and their ears and their eyes. Like I'm very conscious about my place in the world and whether I'm disturbing or elevating people around me. And so I felt myself ready to get ghetto. I felt myself and I was like, Cho, you've got to leave. And I really wanted, because all I could think about was, I'm going to try the pants on and she's going to have fucked up my pants and I'm going to lose it on her. That's all I could see was that I was gonna try the pants on, and somehow she was gonna fuck that up too. So I just left. After I paid, I left. I was like, okay, I'm done. So I get home, I try the pants on. They're perfect. They're perfect. They look great. My ass looks great. I love my purchase. The tailoring was done really well. But I'll never go back because the customer service I had a terrible experience. The product was great, but the experience is horrible. It's horrible. Night, my biggest nightmare. It's my biggest nightmare today. Like this is the worst thing that's happened to me all month. Well, no, not quite. Someone did hit my car, so that also happened. But you know what? I said that was gonna be a short story. I gotta go. Let me read some comments and then I'll tell you about the hit and run tomorrow night. Somebody remind me about the hit and run tomorrow night because I don't have the capacity to talk about that too. Because and then insurance. What I will say is that insurance is a scam. I don't care what type of insurance you're talking about. It's scam. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because insurance companies, the way they make money is by not insuring their clients. That's how they make money. By not insuring their clients. Do you know that they're only giving me a $500 deductible to pay for my side mirror? Bitch, listen, I told my partner, I said, bitch, when I'm done running up the price on my new side mirror, that motherfucker is not only going to have fog protection, frost protection, it's gonna have lights, it's gonna be automatic, and bitch, it's gonna make me a cappuccino too. When I'm done, I'm gonna make sure that I run the bill up on that side mirror. Okay? It's gonna make me a cappuccino and it's gonna suck my dick once a day when I'm done. It's gonna be that expensive. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Let me read comments so I can get the fuck out of here. Um I can't. Um Incoming rant. Listen, Taylor, yeah, Taylor. Explosive squats. Explosive squats is when you jump up and when you land on the ground, you land into a squat. That's an explosive squat. Oh my god, I've seen it show the Taylor's trash. She's trash. She's trash. Um the guy was armed and resisting arrest, not proven to have been disarmed, so the officer was justified. No Second Amendment rights were disregarded. Stop spinning fantasy propaganda lies. Stop. Get Trump stick out of your mouth. Get Trump stick out of your mouth. I believe my own eyes, honey. I need some motivation to work out this weekend and Monday as the weather is a storm in Texas. Just work out. What else are you going to do instead? Yeah, Leah, I've tried, but I've learned to like you and Cho. Leah should be up from out of the year. Are you following Leah on YouTube, Real Term One? If not, get the fucking work and go follow, go sub to Leah, please. Um, I don't know about all of that, but that's high praise. Thank you. All of us mods respect Cho's wishes. His channel, I run mine the same way. Say whatever you want. Say it once, bitch, and wait your turn. That part. Um, yeah, I'm married, 3 kids, in Malaysian. Period. I forgot what Cho's even talking about. Liberal coffee shop. Yeah, I live in Columbus, so all the best coffee shops are in like the liberal parts of town. Cho knows no short story. Listen, that was a short story, Merheb. That was a very short. That was what, 15 minutes? 15 minute short story. My short stories start at 15 minutes. My long stories are an hour long. But short stories are only 15 minutes. Drugs used to do that for me. At least I thought so, but now it's God and going live and making the crazies mad. Period. Um, does Cho sound like a little like Trump explaining stuff? Well, you know, Trump is a homo too. Trump talks like a homo because he's so dramatic. That's why I love him so much because it's like the way he expresses himself is so dramatic and so funny. I just can't help but love the way he talks. China, the way he says, I mean, he's just so. And the good thing about Trump is that he's so unintentionally funny. Like, Trump is not trying to be funny, he's just a cunt. You know what I mean? Trump is just a cunt naturally, just naturally, and he's just naturally like very shady. So it's a compliment. If I sound like Trump explaining stuff, that's a compliment to me, honey, because I think he's funny. How will Trump voters justify the cuts to their SS and Medicare? Gotta stop immigrant fraud, right? Hmm. Cho at the Taylor. Don't want what I'm going on. Gonna not me trying to speak Chinese. Um, not me sounding like Trump. I love that. Am I like a mix between Wendy Williams and Trump? I feel like that's the mix I give. I think I'm kind of giving Wendy Williams Trump. What do you guys think? Um, I would have been telling Ryan, get the bail money ready and pray. One of us going to jail, one of us going to hell. We'll see whose day it is. That part. Listen, Leah, and you know what? As someone who manages a business, I did not reveal the name of the business. I will not be revealing the name of the business because we all have our days, multiple days, because the situation was days. This was a multiple day situation. We all have our days, and I wouldn't want to wield my voice in a way to harm her business. I just won't go back. You know, I just won't go back. I wouldn't want someone to treat my business like that, but I also would not be treating customers like that. I would have made it right immediately and said, you know what, this first one's on me, honey. Come back. Come back, it'll be smoother next time. Ni hao. Doesn't ni hao mean bye too? Ni hao means hi and bye. I would have said, come back, baby boy. This keep the $16 for your troubles, but just make sure you come back. Ni hao. That's what I would have did. When they say in dominoes, when you play dominoes, they say all money ain't good money. That's what they mean. All money ain't, not isn't, all money ain't good money. The $16 that I paid her was not worth it because she lost someone who would have returned. Had she said, you know what, keep the change, keep the dollars, keep the 16, just come on back. I'll make sure it's when the next time. I would have got home. I would say, you know what? Thank you so much. That's so kind. That's so generous. Your benevolence is so bounds. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. I would have said all that, been so nice, been all the pleasantries, all that jazz. I would have went home. I would have tried the pants on. I love the pants. I love the work. I said, you know what, darling? She kind of had me going through the gigs for a little bit, but I'm gonna go back to her. Like she didn't charge me anything. I'm gonna go. All money ain't good money. Them really done pissed me off. That like she really, that was the worst thing in the world today. Was that was like the worst thing ever. I could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. On a Saturday afternoon when I'm trying to like center peace. You know what I mean? Like Saturday's a day for peace. It's like a day of peace. It's my nephew's birthday for crying out. On my You did this to me on my nephew's birthday. Like I was in such a bad mood. I was in such a bad mood. I even had to go to the grocery store afterwards to get my nephew's birthday present for those who don't know, my nephew and I cook together every month. I take him to a new grocery store every month and I teach him different recipes. Anyway, so for his birthday, I got him a $50 gift certificate to this like boutique fancy grocery store, which of course is down the street from the liberal coffee shop and the tailor. So even at the grocery store, I was in a fucking bad mood, and I love grocery stores. Because this lady fucked up everything. Anyway, it's fine. Now I'm picturing Cho as a Mortal Kombat character. I'm two sides of the same sword. I'm the most polite, respectful, dignified. Yes! Yes. Until they cool and attitude or treat me like shit, then they get Kieran Lee and I get a brand new escalate specialist at their corporate office and some coupons. Well, listen, this is a small business, unfortunately, so she was corporate. She was corporate. Walmart and Taylor should never be in the same sentence. Walmart had a Taylor. Whoa, wait. Who said that? Who said that? Wait, I must have skipped some comments. Oh fuck, I'm like behind in chat. Okay, here I am. It's cold here in Texas. Always ask to speak to the manager. She with the manager. The little Asian lady runs that store by herself probably. And probably her children. You know how they are. The whole family has to work. Um I mean, this is a small business. There's no. I mean, she's the manager. She's the marketer. She's the tailor. She's all of the above. Bless her heart. Um, um, Texas in panic mode. I know they are. I said to my family, I have a quick short story for you, and end up talking for 20 minutes. Okay, you and me, sisters and brothers, Paulina, for the same. To make a short story long, listen, that story was not that long. Y'all are being dramatic. It was 15 minutes. I mean, 15 minutes is not a long time for a short story. That was not that long. I've talked on monologues a lot longer than that. Um, Trump is a motherfucking troll, and I love that about him. I love it. Trump missed his calling as a stand-up comedian. I agree. Love you long time. Um, she still made me pay. I'm done ranting. It's fine. I'm just reading the comments. I'm like living through the emotions again. My dad went to Walmart, and when they had a tailor there, he got some suit pants short, and oh my god, they lost his order. He almost lost his suit. Suits are expensive, and Walmart has a tailor. What? Where? At the front of the store? Um, Congrats, you're invited to the Diddy release party. Of course, I bring the baby oil. What are you talking about, Sabian? I don't need your gay ass to tell me I'm invited to the Diddy party. Bitch, I'm hosting the party. I'm helping with the party. What are you talking about? I'm bringing the baby oil. That is that shit that makes me lose it. The kind of shit that makes you start looking around like, okay, cunt waffle, where's the camera? This whole damn print. Listen, I could not believe what I was experiencing. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Not Leah shading me. Not Leah clocking my tea. Oh, I'm behind in chat like he shot. Girl. Oh my god. Cunt waffle will be my insult for Cunt waffle is pretty funny. Cunt waffle is a really funny it's more it's more cute than insulting to be honest. Like cunt waffle is like cunt waffle is like kind of cute. Like I would call like my sure female best friend a cunt waffle. Hey cunt waffle. Like that's kind of a cute like a term of endearment. You know what I mean? Like cunt waffle. Like the waffle part makes it really cute. Cunt waffle is funny. It was a 28-minute short story. Was it really 20? Oh my gosh, stop. It was not 28 minutes. The lies. Um, um, oh my God, I'm crying. I have got to go. It's been 90 minutes. Oh my God. It was just, listen, guys, I was so close to getting out of here in 60 minutes. I was so close. It was literally 60 minutes like 5 minutes ago. I swear to God. I swear to God. It was six. I was like, okay, I was looking. It's right there. It said 60 minutes, 30 seconds. I said, you know what? I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end the stream. And here I am now. It says 90 minutes and 59 seconds. Fuck me raw. Um, I got my haircut at Jiffy Lube. What? Really? Well, how was the haircut? Me and Chill are kind of friends that have no gaps, no breaks. When I visit, we just can't go out. It's gonna be hilarious. I love to laugh. One thing about me, I love to laugh. I love to laugh. Um, I have a great time with all my friends. In Texas, across the cashiers, they have, I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen a tailor. I'm gonna look next time. I'm gonna look next. I go to Walmart all the time when I visit my family because they all shop at Walmart all the time. I hate to go inside Walmart. I'm a Walmart Plus delivery type of guy. I love Walmart prices. I love the products, but I don't like to go in. Because they oh my God, I hate going inside Walmart because there's always one lane open with 1,000,001 people in line, and the self checkout is closed. Can somebody tell me why self checkout is closed at Walmart? Are my Walmarts in Columbus like especially ghetto and ratchet? Or is this a Walmart, national Walmart crisis going on? Why is it? This is serious. This is, before I go. No, 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 stop. Before I go, because this is the shit that pisses me off. This is the shit that really pisses me off. When I am inconvenienced, I can't take it. The thought of wasting my time rotting. I'm rotting inside the fucking Walmart. I can't take it. It only takes one motherfucking person to sit there at the self checkout. It takes one person to sit there, and you don't even gotta do shit because it's self checkout. It takes one person there. And okay, let's just say you're fucking short staffed. Then I get it. I get it. You're short staffed. But the entire time that I'm pussy waltzing around Walmart, I see motherfuckers not doing shit. I always see the motherfucker in the clothing aisles doing absolutely nothing on their fucking phones. I always see people, restocking the groceries, restocking the refrigerator. They're just taking their time. They're just like walking around like Miss Daisy, like there's no shit to do. Can I get one of you motherfuckers to stop loading up the Twinkies, the frozen Twinkies, and get to the front of the Walmart and stand there at the self checkout to make sure that bitch is not stealing packs of cigarettes? I I can't stand it. And then on top of that, the people that are working there is no sense of urgency out of Walmart. There's no sense of urgency out of Walmart. And in their defense, I feel like if I was working at Walmart, I wouldn't have a sense of urgency either. Honestly. But that being said, that does not make me any less inconvenienced and pissed off as though my soul is rotting when I stand in line at Walmart. I can't take it. Oh my God, guys. I gotta go. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. I can't. I can't anymore. I'm not even gonna read comments because I'm gonna be here. I can't. I can't. I fucking can't. Yes, Merhead. Short story fucking number two. Yes, goddammit. Yes. Yes. Me and my first world problems, I can't. I'm telling you. When I tell you guys that my first world problems are seriously like mind altering, like the shit that we talk about politically, I talk about this shit on live and in this ear, out the other ear. I don't think about it in my day to day life. But this shit with Walmart and Sam's Club and fucking Taylor's, it sends me over the edge. It sends me over the edge. Um, I can't anymore. So anyway, thank you guys for the stream. Thank you for listening to my rant about ICE today. I'm so upset with them. I am so mad at ICE because I want them to do their job and I want them to get rid of all these illegal aliens. And now this big fuck up just it just puts America behind again. It helps to give liberals ammunition. So thank you for listening to that rant. Thank you for the sub rant and the many sub rants tonight. Sorry for all the sub rants. I had a lot going on this weekend. I had a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Um, you got to end by saying God bless Walmart and God bless Walmart and God bless America. I'm out of here. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time zone. Bye.